24/7 Tech here, and today I have the new LG Risio here for unboxing. Now I know I haven't been doing phones a lot lately because I've been backed up with the reviews on the accessories and stuff, but I just went ahead and put this bonus video out there for today for the Cricket phone, and it's the LG Risio, which is one of the newer Cricket phones made by LG. This is one of the LG phones up next to the L70, well, in line of Cricket, because they had the LG L70, now they have the Risio, but of course this is not the phone that comes after the L70, because of course there's the L90 and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get to the review. Let's go ahead and turn it over on the back. And on the back we have, basically it tells us it has a 4.5-inch display, quad-core processor, 5 megapixel front and rear camera, with a flash. So let's go ahead and get to the unboxing. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip it open, and inside of here we have the phone. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly take that out and put it to the side. Underneath here we have some clear and quick simple start guide. We have the terms and conditions, regular stuff, and we have the battery for the phone. We have the adapter that goes into the wall, and we have the USB, micro USB cable that comes regular and standard with all phones. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and power on the phone, put the battery in, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and put in the battery, so let's go ahead and power it on. So the power button on this phone is at the back, so let's go ahead and press it. And you hear a little vibration which has the LG logo. I'm going to go ahead and take off the screen protector. Alright, so as you can see, we're still on the LG screen. So some quick specifications about this phone. As I said, it has a front camera. It also has a back camera with the flash on it. It has a 5 megapixel back camera, and also it runs on a 1.2 gigahertz quad-core processor with 4G LTE, and it also runs on the newest version of Android, which is the 5.1 Lollipop version. So it's going to go ahead and start up Android. This is the first time it's powering on. So I'm going to go ahead and set it down. It has a 4.5-inch screen, which is a pretty decent sized screen. Not really like the nowadays phones, which have huge screens. It has an 8 gigabyte ROM, and it also has a micro SD slot. And you can put up to 32 gigabyte memory in there. So that's kind of surprising to me, because most of the times nowadays, you want to put up to 128, maybe at least a 64, but this one only takes up to 32 gigabytes. So that's kind of interesting to me. And it also has 1900 mAh battery, so that's pretty decent. So let's go ahead and set it up. So we're gonna go ahead and next, we're gonna go ahead and skip that. And it's gonna take a second to kind of activate it or whatever. It doesn't have a SIM card in it. And on the back, as I flip it over right here, you can see you have the power button, volume up and volume down button at the back. Now this is traditional in all LG phones, which is pretty cool because you can easily access the power button, volume up and volume down button. So I really like that about the LG phones, where instead of having the side or at the top, you have it at the back, which is pretty cool, and I really like that about the LG phones. At the bottom you have your charging port where you can go ahead and charge the phone. There's nothing on the sides, and at the top you have your AUX jack port where you can go ahead and plug in your headphones. So let's go ahead and hit next. I'm gonna go ahead and skip it, and there you go, it's already set up. So we're gonna go ahead and agree to everything that it says. And there you go, it's setting it up. Now this phone does come in two different colors before we get into the review of the phone. This one comes in a gray color, and it comes also in a white color. So this is the white color of the phone. I unfortunately don't have the gray color here with me, but gray looks also nice, white also look nice. So both of them are pretty nice. And it's a phone that fits in your palm pretty perfectly. It's not too big, not too small. So it's a good size. It's about the size of an iPhone, I guess. So pretty nice about that. And as you can see, we have the Android Lollipop here. So you have all the cool specs of the Android, some cool space background. In here in the apps, we have the regular apps. You have the camera app, Google Chrome. You have the YouTube app. You have the music apps, Play Store apps. So it's pretty much the same apps that all phones come with. And then let's go ahead and test out the camera. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do that now. And let's go ahead and grab my Canon cap. So it's a pretty decent camera for the price of the phone. The price of this phone is $99 at the moment at Cricket. Pretty decent camera, not too bad, not too good. So it'll get the job done. Let's go ahead and see if I can turn it to the front. And you see my ceiling fan in the camera. So I like the front camera too. It's not a bad selfie camera, pretty decent. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that back around. And you also have a video camera. So that's the camera right there. So we're going to go ahead and go back. There is no buttons on the bottom of this phone. It's basically built in all onto the screen, where you have the home button, the menu button, and the back button. So that's pretty cool. It kind of saves the space down here of putting actual buttons and making the screen smaller. So some people like that concept. Let's go ahead and check out the dial pad. So dial pad, it is an okay size. As you see, I kind of like, I didn't really put in the correct numbers there, because of course I am so used to my iPhone 6 Plus and having a big screen that this one is kind of small. But you can actually easily type in with a regular one hand would do you good in this phone. Let's go ahead and check out the messaging. So in the messaging, it's pretty much like all the other phones. You can easily type with one finger. And as you can see, I'm kind of mistyping because this phone is so small compared to the iPhone 6 Plus. Let's go ahead and turn it over to the side and see if it's easier that way. So yeah, definitely it is easier if you turn it over to the side and type with two fingers like a normal keyboard. So if I would be using this phone, I would be using this method. So let's go ahead and pull down the notification bar. You have all the apps and widgets, same thing as original phones. You have the edit app, you have the screen timeout, rotation, airplane mode, Wi-Fi, and all that kind of good stuff. And as I said, it was running on a 5.1 Lollipop version. So let's go ahead and check that out and see if that was correct. So we're going to go ahead and go into About Phones. And I believe we go into Hardware Info. No. We're going to go ahead and go to the status. Nope, we're not going to go to the status. Where would we find Software Info? Right here. Yes, it is running on 5.1.1, which is the newer version of Android with the fixed out bugs and all that kind of stuff with the Lollipop version. Now, one thing that it just reminded me to tell y'all about is the knock feature. So you can easily knock on and knock off the phone. So you can knock it and it'll turn off. If you double press twice, it's going to turn on. So I really like that feature too, if you don't want to use up your home button, or if you're too lazy to turn on that, or if you have your phone laying on the ground, you can easily knock, turn it off, knock, turn it on. That's a pretty nice feature that I like about LG phones. You also have the Deezer app, where you can download all the music. You have the Cricket Wi-Fi app, the My Cricket app. That's pretty good also. And you can listen to all the music and all that kind of good stuff also. But that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Go ahead and leave in the comments down below what you want to see next. Also, go ahead and leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button. A lot of new content to come out. Also, go ahead and leave down below in the comment section, as I said, what you want to see next, what phones you want to see next, what company, what carrier, all that kind of good stuff. I want to hear from y'all. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much. Take care and see y'all later.